Community Bank of Pickens County presents ETC High School Highlights, hosted by Donna Enos.
Hello, welcome to the ETC High School Highlights Show presented by Community Bank. I want to thank all of our sponsors and thank all the guys here at ETC for all the hard work they've put in to the show this season. This is our final show of the season, so it's going to be really packed with a lot of good things going on. This season we started in January, but we've had so many talented, so many interesting kids come on the show, and we've tried to introduce you to a lot of the opportunities that these kids have had and all the opportunities that they've taken advantage of. And so I hope you've enjoyed getting to know these kids and learning about what they do as much as I've enjoyed bringing it to you this season. So we're excited. We've got an extra half hour of the show on tonight. We've got so much going on, we didn't want to leave anybody out. So make sure and stay with us that extra hour, that extra half hour after we go through the hour. So we're going to be an hour and a half, 90 minutes, full packed tonight. So all of our live interviews are presented by the McArthur Law Firm in Jasper. So first up, we've got North Georgia Christian Academy, got the golf team. Ms. Mary Catherine Dismore here is coaching the golf team. And so you want to introduce who you brought with you tonight?
Yes, ma'am, I'll be glad to. Right next to me is Reese Hyatt. He is a sophomore, upcoming junior, and next to him is Zeb Blackwell. He is also a sophomore, will be a rising junior for us next year.
Okay, great. Well, welcome to the show. So give us a little brief summary of your season. I know you had a very successful season this year.
Yes, ma'am. We have both a middle school and high school team this year. This is my first year getting to coach the golf team, but we we're well over a 500 season as a team. We had quite a few top 5 finishes for our individuals. Reese actually finished 3rd in the state qualifier as an individual, and then Zed ended up finishing 6th overall as an individual in the state tournament, and Reese came in with the top 10 as well. So overall, we really had a successful first season for my first year there.
Well, congratulations. That's really great to hear. So let's talk a little bit about where you played the state tournament. What course did y'all play?
The club at River Forest.
Okay, where's that located?
Down just below Atlanta.
Okay. So pretty nice course?
Yes, nice.
Okay, good. So where's your home course here that you play?
White Path.
Okay.
Up in Cherry Log.
Yeah. So, yeah, White Path is a good course to be playing. All right. Let's talk a little bit about why did you get into golf?
Well, first started playing when I was about 6 or 7 at White Path, and then I just faded away and started playing baseball. I liked that pretty good. And then got back into it, and we was in the gym, and Brian Neely he was our starting golf coach. He said, "Hey, Zed, you and Reese want to start playing golf?" And we was like, "Yeah, we'll do it." So we started playing. First time I was terrible. Shot 64 on 9 holes. And then we just started progressing and started playing, and we got better and worked out pretty good.
Yeah, I would say so. So how did you get into golf?
Yeah, I just started in 7th grade. Same thing that Zed said. Brian just came up to us and asked us if we wanted to play, and so we just started playing and never quit.
Great. So, you mentioned baseball. Do you still play any baseball?
No, I quit. I did the last year, but then I just started playing golf.
I always wonder if, baseball swing messes up your golf swing.
Yeah, it does.
That's
Yeah.
what I think too, yeah. So, well, all right, so y'all had a really successful season, playing in the state tournament. I mean, that's really a big, big deal. And so how was your nerves on that state tournament? How did you kind of have to talk yourself down sometimes, or how mentally did you handle that state tournament?
Well, about the first 5 holes, I was okay. I was just playing, just trying to shoot par. And then we got to about hole number 6, and I got like a 10 on it or something. And I was like just down and out about it, but I overcome it and pushed through it. So
good.
I was pretty nervous the whole time. I'm not. I don't know. I was just pretty nervous. I remember that.
When you hit a bad shot, how do you respond?
Not very good most of the time. Yeah, I don't like hitting them bad.
Do you have to kind of talk to yourself to kind of get you in a different mind frame there?
Yeah, probably. Just try to calm yourself down.
Okay, what's your strength? Is it, hitting a long way? Is it your short game? Is it your putting? What do you feel like is the strongest part of your game?
I would say my irons. I hit my irons pretty good.
Good control with those?
Yes, ma'am.
Good, good. What's the strongest part of your game?
Irons, mid-irons, like 7-iron, I like that. It's probably the easiest to hit for me. I like that.
So if you're having a bad day, what is your go-to club?
7-iron.
What's your go-to club?
Probably like an 8-iron, 4-iron.
Yeah, just to kind of get that control back?
Yeah.
Okay, so, Dax was on here last week and we talked, a lot about putting. And, I watch a lot of golf on TV. I love watching it on TV. So, you watch all these professionals and they have all these little quirks in their putting. Do you have any quirks that you do?
Yeah, I guess so. I like to stand behind the ball for a little while and just look at the putt, and then I like to mark it and stand behind it and look at it for a little while, see how I'm going to hit it.
Do you feel like you can read the greens really well?
No.
You don't read
Ain't
the green
no
that
good.
much?
No.
Just go with the feel of it?
Yeah, I got to kind of like walk up there and feel it on my feet sometimes if I'm real worried about it, but I'm not very good at reading them.
Well, that qualifies as reading them.
Yeah.
I just like to get up there and hit it sometimes. Just do that and read it a little bit, but most of the time it's bad. So.
It's just all about getting that feel for it. Yeah.
Your putting's a lot of feel.
It is. It is. So, in your careers here, what's the favorite course that you've played? I mean, and not necessarily at school, but I mean, any course that you've played, what's your favorite?
I'll tell you, Phil's Ferry over there in Calhoun.
Yeah, that's a good course.
I like Stonebridge over there in Rome.
Yeah, I like that one too.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's some good golf. Do you see golf maybe as something you might want to do as a career, or do you see it as maybe just a hobby after you get out of school?
I'm going to try to go forward and try to maybe play throughout maybe college, but we'll just see how it goes.
Yeah, I'd like to play in college and see where it goes.
A lot of business deals are made on the golf course, so, I mean, this is going to be a great advantage over a lot of other people having this experience. It's something you can talk about forever, being in that state tournament and finishing as high as y'all did, so that's great. I want to come back to you for a second. So your daughter's a PGA pro, so talk to us just a little bit about that.
She started playing in about 6th grade, was not a huge fan until after her first match, and she walked away as a low medalist, and she's like, Mom, I think this might be what I want to do. And so she went through high school, was able to represent Pickens actually for 4 years as a state qualifier. I think she finished as high as 7th in state. And then I went to West Georgia and played, got a COVID year, and then just kind of backed into a job at Big Canoe as one of their assistant pros, and then just recently got hired on at Country Club of the South and is enjoying what she's doing, getting to make a living at something that started out kind of as a hobby.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's a good resource for y'all. Maybe she'll let y'all come down there and play at Country Club of the South. What do you think?
Sounds good to me.
Don't get me in trouble.
If you wanted to play with Tom Glavine or John Smokes, which one would you pick to play with? Because, they're members down there, so who would you go with?
I don't know. Tom Glavine, probably.
Because he's left-handed?
I don't know. I just like Tom Glavine.
Yeah, I do too. Who would be your pick?
John Smoltz.
Yeah.
I like him. Got a good swing.
Well, if you ask John Smokes, he's the best golfer.
Yeah.
Out of all of them, yeah.
He's good.
Yeah. So, but I mean, really, you're going to meet a lot of people through golf and a lot of contacts, and so there's going to be a lot of people looking up to y'all because you have been so successful, and so I think it's a great experience. So, what do you want to, y'all were sophomores and y'all kind of set this standard. What do you want to be the standard by the time you graduate?
I would just say try to do your best and I would try and inspire to do their best and just give it all you got.
Yeah, I like what Zed said. I like trying to do your best and try to win as much as you can.
So what, if you had to say one thing that is your goal before you graduate, what do you want it to be?
Win the state championship.
I'd say win the state championship in basketball.
In basketball?
Yeah, basketball.
Okay, all right. So, you know, there's a lot of tournaments, you know, that goes through the junior golf. So do y'all play a lot in the summer in the junior golf circuit?
No, it's just kind of a hobby in the summer, but I'm going to try to get into it this summer.
Yeah, I play a few tournaments, some GSGAs and stuff like that.
Do you like doing that?
Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's a good tournament setting.
So you get to meet a lot of people and, you know, make a lot of contacts. So, you know, watching golf on TV, all these guys, you know, they show pictures when they're younger playing in the junior golf. So make sure you're taking pictures with everybody so they can show those when you're on TV and famous. So what other things do you do at school? What other activities do you do?
Basketball. That's pretty much it. I like it a lot.
Good.
Not much.
So golf's your only sport?
Golf's about it, yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you do any kind of clubs or anything?
FCA and FFA.
Okay, that's some good stuff there. So. Yeah. What do you want to do as a career? I mean, what do you think? I mean, what do you plan on doing now when you graduate, go to college, or whatever you choose to do?
Maybe going electrical or plumbing.
I don't really know.
Okay. Just gonna feel your way through, huh?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. I mean, don't have to make any decisions now, so that's good. So, you know, I know y'all are great representatives of your school, and you know, you have set a high standard for North Georgia Christian Academy, and really appreciate you coming on and sharing your experience with your golf and your success. And you know, we want to celebrate the success with you, and so we really appreciate it. Thank you for coming on. And
We appreciate you having us.
yeah, we'll appreciate what you do with them and working with them. And so next year we're going to have you come back and talk about how much better you've done. So, but thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Okay, stay with us. We're going to be back. We've got the Explorers from Gilmer coming on.
Community Bank of Pickens County is a proud sponsor of High School Highlights on ETC. For the past 25 years, we've been honored to serve the residents of Pickens County and surrounding communities. Because we're locally owned, we're not just a part of your community. We are your community. Local banking with local people. It's what we do. Community Bank of Pickens County. Member FDIC.
If you or your business are looking for local advertising opportunities, we have sponsorships available for new programming coming soon on ETC3. Contact us at 706-697-5591.
Like us, you want to choose the best security company, not trusting your home monitoring and family's peace of mind to just anyone. ETC Security is trusted, locally owned and operated here in the North Georgia area. Our cutting-edge security and camera systems give peace of mind wherever you are, at a price we're proud to offer our friends and neighbors. You're ready for a better local security service. Give us a call or visit us online at etcsecurity.com.
All right, we've got a treat for you tonight. This is something we have not had on our show yet, so excited to have something new and talk to different students here. So we've got Lieutenant Hefner from the Gilmer County Sheriff's Department, and you brought your Explorers with you tonight, so if you would introduce who you brought.
This is Delilah Jennings, and that's Cadet Brianna Lopez.
All right, welcome. Appreciate y'all being here. So give us just a brief description about what the Explorers are.
It's a program under the Boy Scouts of America. We just take kids 14 to 18. As long as they're 14 and they went through the 8th grade, they can join, and they have good grades in school and stuff like that. And we teach them law enforcement stuff. They do team building activities. They learn how to do traffic stops, active shooter stuff, first aid, and then we go and do competitions with the other Explorer groups or cadet groups around Georgia.
All right. So tell us a couple of things that whichever one wants to go first, doesn't matter, but tell us a couple of things what you have done as far as being an explorer. A couple of activities that you've done.
Well, like Lieutenant said, we practice active shooting. I have so bad trouble pronouncing this word, the burglary and progress. And what else is another one that we do?
We've done unknown trouble.
Oh, unknown trouble too.
We've done officer down.
Officer down.
And then we've recently started doing DUI as well.
And we've recently started doing traffic stops and DUIs.
All right. So, okay, tell me, what is your favorite one that you've done?
Honestly, my favorite one would probably have to be the active shooter.
Okay, a lot of action with that, huh?
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite one?
Mine would have to be the unknown trouble because it could just literally be anything.
Yeah. So, how often do you meet? How often do you do these drills and situations?
We usually meet 2 Saturdays per month, and
Okay. So, how long have you been in the Explorers?
I've been in the Explorers for almost a year now. I learned about it from my law and public safety class we got in our school, and I don't regret it one bit.
Well, good.
This also would be coming up on a year now, and I learned it from my mom being a dispatcher and telling me about it.
Okay, good. So, is this something that y'all think you might want to do as a career?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right. Do you want to be like, what's your ultimate goal?
Well, my ultimate goal is to, honestly, I actually don't really know.
You want to be a sheriff?
Not really. I want to go into forensics.
Okay.
And one day become a detective.
All right.
For the county.
That'd be good. So what's your ultimate goal?
Mine is almost as hers, but instead of forensics, mine would be criminal investigation, since that's always something I want to do since I was little. But I also want to become a detective when I'm older.
Well, this is building a good foundation for you, I guess. So what made you want to get into the Explorers and start this group, or work with this group, I guess I should say?
Captain Brian Crump done this program for years. When COVID hit, we kind of had to slow down and put a stop to it, and we just wanted to start it back, and I asked if I could be a part of it. I just wanted to be able to give back to the community in a different kind of way, and you get the deputies involved, and we've got a lot of deputies that wanted to be involved and to teach different things and help out with it, so it's a really good program.
I think it's an excellent program. So do y'all do ride-alongs? Do you get to do ride-alongs with them? Have you ever done one?
Not yet.
So have you put the handcuffs on somebody yet?
Yeah.
You get to
Definitely.
practice that?
Definitely. We've had some fun exchanges.
Yeah, how'd that feel doing that?
Really fun.
So I can see that y'all are going to kind of be pretty tough when you get out there and get in the real situations. So you mentioned your criminal justice class. Are you going through the pathway?
Yes, I am going through the pathway. I finished the intro my last semester, and I'm going through the criminal justice part of it. So it's in 10th grade, so I have to wait. But I really am hoping to get into it because it goes so much more into traffic stops and some other stuff as well, but traffic stuff is all I know for now.
Okay. So are you going through the pathway as well?
Well, I was actually wanting to join it my freshman year, but they kept telling me there was no room, and I was in color guard, so I guess that was a kind of like a barrier, so they couldn't put me in the class. But I personally talked to Mr. Kusera, and he told me that he would help me get in the class and finish the pathway before my senior year.
Okay, good, yeah. So, you know, seeing this and seeing, you know, all the exposure that are, I guess, all that you're getting exposed to as far as what they do, does it give you a better respect for what these guys do?
Oh yeah. It honestly makes us like get a personal like idea of what they do for our community, and it makes us have a lot more respect for them.
Absolutely. So, what about you? What's your feelings on that? Does it give you a different perspective?
Definitely. I'd have to agree what Delilah said.
Yeah.
But I also had family in law enforcement as well, so.
Well, when you're doing all these activities, is it anything like what we see on TV?
Sort of, but like, I feel like on TV it's more hyped up as such as action-wise.
Yeah, and not just kind of the
like,
real world that they really go through.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, do you feel like that this is going to help you as far as your leadership skills go?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Because it helps you build your confidence in doing the scenarios that we do and helping our other explorers that we have and teaching them how to do stuff that maybe they don't understand as well. Yeah. So it kind of gives you a form of leadership.
How many explorers do you have in the program?
Right now, I think we're at 6.
Okay.
And always looking for new people to come and join. So.
In the explorers, do you get any kind of certifications? I mean, do you put them through like any kind of certification as far as that they would be kind of pre-qualified if when they come out of it?
As of now, no. I am a certified first aid CPR instructor, so I do plan on getting them their CPR cards this year, and we go over that a couple of times. But first aid is something we're really going to harp on this year.
That'd be good. Have you come across any kind of situation that you feel like that you've stepped into that this has helped you handle that situation differently?
Not that I can personally think of, but might be different for her.
So maybe something at school that's happened that you kind of got pulled into or walked into that maybe this kind of has helped you to help those people?
Not that I can think of.
Okay. So you're just building up this skill so when something does happen. Yeah. So do you feel like that this is going to be something that, you know, y'all mentioned forensics, you've mentioned, you know, criminal investigation. So is this something that you want to go major in, you know, criminal justice in college? Have you picked out a college that you are looking at that has a strong criminal justice?
Well, I honestly should be looking into colleges since I'm going to be a senior, but not that I've looked into just yet.
Okay, all right. So.
I haven't personally looked into it either. I just started high school, so this would be my first year of high school, but I definitely, probably in the future, will be looking at some.
Okay. Yeah, and I know, you know, that there's probably some that's, you know, more well-known than others, but I think that's really a great area to go into, and people don't realize how broad that area is. And so what is it about forensics that you like the most?
What I like about forensics is honestly studying like what actually went down inside of a crime scene, and what I personally want to do is be one of the people that study the blood and like the evidence.
So do you like puzzles?
Oh yeah, I love puzzles.
So this is just like one big puzzle, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what do you like about criminal investigation? What do you think is the most interesting part of that?
It would have to be like finding the person and having to piece together all the evidence in order to piece together one suspect. But mostly what I want to do is, you know, be the person that finds all the evidence to get the person. Because I feel like it just brings like a sense of justice to the people that,
exactly,
to the victims of the family and all of that. So always find that pretty like fun to do in order to give people, just a sense of justice.
You've got to have a good heart to do it. I
Yeah.
mean, you've got to really, care about people, and so obviously, you do. So my last question to you is, do you see yourself staying in Gilmer County, or do you want to, go to a big city where there's a lot going on, or do you like the smaller?
I personally like the smaller just because I lived in the city for a while, and I feel like even though it's a lot less toned down from the city, there still could be stuff that happens that still gets you hyped up.
Yeah.
I personally like the smaller town. I always have lived in a smaller little area, and I just feel like if I were to go to a city, it would just be way too overstimulating.
Yeah, it would definitely be a lot going on, a lot of action. So, well, I appreciate y'all being interested in this, and I appreciate you going to pursue a career because, we need good people doing this, and we appreciate everything you do. And I'm glad to see that, that they're gaining the respect that y'all deserve. And thank you for working with them and working and bringing these kids through school and getting them to join in with y'all because it's very important. So thank y'all so much for sharing your experiences. And, we would like to have you back next year and talk about some more stuff and, go a little bit more in depth on everything that you do. So, but thank you for coming on tonight and kind of giving us an insight here because I think it's just a great program that you're doing. And we appreciate everything that y'all are doing for this.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We're going to be at River Park this weekend, Saturday, from 3 to 5 or 2 to 5, doing recruiting and stuff. So Highland City Church is putting on a summer event, beginning of a summer event, and we're going to be there setting up a booth. These two young ladies will be there as well.
Oh, great. So anybody that's interested could come down and talk to y'all.
Yes, ma'am.
So that would be something really good to do over the summer. So I'm glad you mentioned that. Thank you.
ma'am.
So, all right. Well, y'all do have a good summer, and thank you for everything you're doing.
Thank you.
You too.
Thank you. All right. Come back with us, and we've got Fannin coming up with their track history-making season. So come back.
Here at Parish Lowrie State Farm, we're about community, and we're happy to support high school highlights and all the amazing things our kids and our communities are doing these days.
Call State Farm agent Parish Lowrie in Jasper today.
Community Bank of Pickens County is a proud sponsor of high school highlights on ETC. For the past 25 years, we've been honored to serve the residents of Pickens County and surrounding communities. Because we're locally owned, we're not just a part of your community. We are your community. Local banking with local people. It's what we do. Community Bank of Pickens County. Member FDIC.
Salon 84 would like to congratulate all the students doing great things. Go by and see Amy and her staff at Salon 84, West Church Street, Jasper.
Salon 84, Hair and Color Studio in Jasper.
Still driving on this? If you don't like the road you're on, let us pave you a new one. At Ben Hopkins Paving, we don't just fix asphalt. We build smooth, solid surfaces made to last. From driveways to parking lots, big jobs, small jobs, one standard done right. Locally owned, fully insured. No shortcuts, no excuses. If you don't like the road you're on, let us pave you a new one. Visit benhopkinspaving.com for your free estimate today.
Okay, earlier this week, or last week actually, I spoke with the Fannin track team, Coach McElreath, and they did some historic things. So this season, the girls and boys both won the region championship. It was back-to-back for the girls. First time in school history that the boys won the region. And so they took a lot of athletes to the state tournament. The boys placed second in the state for the 4x800 relay team. And so we've got those guys on the interview. But this is the first time that they've ever had a boys team really finish in the top 3 in the state tournament. So really proud to bring these guys to you, and you can hear what they've got to say. So we'll be with the interview with them. All right, I'm here at Fannin County High School with our track team, and they're going to introduce themselves and tell us a little bit about what they do.
I'm Presley Daves. I'm a junior here at Fannin, and I throw disc and shot put for the track team. My name's Sadie Patton. I'm a sophomore, and at state I did high jump, long jump, and triple jump.
I'm Lola Temples. I'm a freshman, and I did the 4x8, 800, and 4x4.
I'm Lynn. I'm a junior, and I did the 4x8 and 1600.
I'm Braxton Cheatham, and at state I did long jump, 4x8, 4x4, and the open 800.
I'm Jermaine Dunn. I'm a freshman, and I did the 1600 and the 3200.
Okay, so y'all all were very successful in this season and at the state track meet. So you just got back from state track meet this week. So let's talk about how you did. Who wants to go? Go ahead and tell us about it.
I didn't do as well as I should have in disc, but I did get a PR in shot and had a really good season with a lot of PRs.
So you did have a very successful season leading up to that.
Yeah, I did.
Mm-hmm. That's great.
I placed 8th in high jump, and then I placed 7th in long jump.
Our 4x8 team placed 3rd, and then I placed 7th in the 800, and then 8th in the 4x4.
We got 2nd in the 4x8, and I got 6th in the 1600.
I didn't do as great as I wanted to do, but I still think it was pretty good. We all gave it our all, and especially our 4x8 got 2nd, so we gave it as hard as we could. Our 4x4, we actually didn't place. We got 9th, but we still gave it our all. We were so close to getting it. And then I got 6th in the 800 and 8th in long jump, so I'm pretty happy about it.
I did pretty good. I got 7th for the 3200 and 8th for the 1600.
So, I mean, you know, when we're talking about this is very successful because this is in the state track meet there. And so congratulations on the 2nd place finish that y'all had. That was a silver medal, correct? They give you the medals there. And I mean, really you go places 1 through 8. Am I correct on that? So, you know, all of you did very, very well. And I want to congratulate you on that. I know a couple of you have been on the show before, and you know, when we did talk about cross country and stuff. So let's talk about, you know, what track means to you. You know, what do you feel like that, you know, sometimes it's kind of an individual thing, and then of course you're doing relays, but what does it mean for you to be out there in track and doing what you do?
It's a way to challenge yourself and really push yourself to your limits and learn what you can do. And you don't have a team to fall back on, really. It's based off how much work you put in, and you get out what you put in. So.
That's a good way to put it.
And like Presley said, I think it's a lot of work that goes into it, and a lot of times you have a team to fall back on if you're having a bad day or something, and it's just not how track is. But it's a lot of fun, and at track meets there's so many people, and it's a great opportunity to make new friends. Like I say, I just met so many new people from so far away, and it's just cool to meet new people and talk to them.
For me, it's probably like a place to be free for once, to get out of my head and just to escape from everything that could be going wrong something that could be just going on, but I get away from it during track.
Yeah, I agree with Lola, and also I just like pushing myself and being competitive, and track's really fun.
Yeah, I agree with him. Competitiveness of it and just pushing yourself. Obviously, it's hard. Everything you do in track is going to be hard. Just pushing yourself, knowing you can do stuff that you never thought you would be able to do to begin with. And I just think it's a great sport, great to meet people, meet teammates, make connections with people, and just everything like that.
Exact same thing what they said. It's a good opportunity since I run long distance to just clear my mind when I'm out running multiple laps. So just get to think about a lot of things, and it's just relaxing and painful at the same time. So.
You know, I've been to a lot of track meets, and, you know, to me, sometimes it looks chaotic. Do you feel like that you're in the middle of kind of controlled chaos at a track meet?
Oh, yeah.
I think that, like, most of the times they do have, like, everybody's always running around, but it's pretty organized. Like, you know where you're going and when, but there's people everywhere, always.
Yeah. Has anybody ever missed an event because you missed the call?
Yeah, we had a guy taking a nap through an event earlier in the season. Missed the 200 because he was sleeping. Yeah, he didn't do that again after that. He made sure he
yeah, I imagine that would not be good.
Yeah,
so.
It happens. Yeah.
Well, obviously, you're all very talented, and it sounds like you enjoy what you do. So does anybody see this as possibly a career that you might in some form do?
It definitely opens up opportunities to like college scholarships and everything if you work hard enough.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed. Yeah.
I think it also helps with other sports too. Not only the conditioning side, but like even my jumping and the practice I put into that helps with my other sports for tennis. So it's just a great way to help even your other sports and for college.
By career, do you mean like elite or like Olympic level?
Well, I mean, like anything that you might do as a career, do you see that this is something that's going to influence your career?
Probably, yeah.
Do you have aspirations of maybe qualifying for the Olympics?
I don't think I'll get that good unless like I go to Kenya or somewhere, just train with them. So probably not. But I'm gonna run in college. So.
Well, good, yeah.
It also challenges you mentally to like prepare for whatever you face in life.
I think that's exactly true. How many people do multiple sports? I think all of you do, don't you? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I mean, obviously that is a credit to you with all you've got going on at school and doing multiple sports. So I think that's great. And I love what you said about the crossover for other sports. And I feel like that, let's take, for example, football, and you're running, the explosiveness, helps, I'm sure, and then the jumping and tennis and footwork. So I think it's all really hand in hand. Do you feel like that track really kind of helps your other sports, or do you feel like your other sports help track?
I think they kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Like they both help each other.
But I also think that some people go in, like this is kind of how I was. I went into track because I wanted it to help me for football and other sports, but then ended up track mostly becoming my main sport. I think that happens to a lot of people because they start loving track and realizing their potential in that, and then turns into something that they want to pursue instead of the other sport.
That was the answer I was looking for, because I feel like a lot of people think of track as kind of a just,
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think that you've done really well to excel. So do you feel like that you can manage, I know some of y'all mentioned doing multiple things, can you do the track and another sport at the same time? Do you feel like, because it's so individual, do you feel like you are, have the time to do that and the ability? So you played tennis, right, and track, so.
I mean, it was definitely challenging at the same time because tennis season is also in the spring, so trying to practice. But I mean, I think our athletic directors and our coaches do a great job of scheduling, and I would go after tennis almost every day to the track and practice, or I would go on the weekends, like all season to practice. So I think it's definitely doable if you want to.
Well, I think it's very admirable that y'all put in so much time and you do so much, and and I know your coaches, we really appreciate the time that they put in and the cooperation, because in a small school like this, everybody's got to work together and to make everything better. And Fannin County High School has such a winning reputation, so that's a tribute to y'all and what all you do. So I want to say thank you for joining me today, and we wanted to spotlight you because all of you did so well in the state track meet. My last question is, how was the new facility at the University of Georgia? How did y'all feel running on that at that area?
It was awesome. The inside area, like inside the warm-up area, was crazy. When you walk in behind the bleachers, it was insane. It was an awesome place.
Yeah. I mean, that was an experience in itself, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
And this gives you opportunities, like y'all have talked about, to experience other things and experience facilities like this. So a little goal to work toward. But thank y'all for joining me, and congratulations on your season, and I hope you have a great summer and work hard. And we'll be back again next year to talk to you again. So thank you.
Thank you.
Here at Alfa Insurance, Jason Nunn Agency, we would like to commend you students for all your hard work and achievements. Come see us here in Ellijay and check out our great rates for young drivers.
Community Bank of Pickens County is a proud sponsor of High School Highlights on ETC. For the past 25 years, we've been honored to serve the residents of Pickens County and surrounding communities. Because we're locally owned, we're not just a part of your community. We are your community. Local banking with local people. It's what we do. Community Bank of Pickens County. Member FDIC.
Looking to buy or sell your property? Contact Patsy Carver, powered by REMAX Town and Country. The Patsy Carver team in Jasper. Trusted, proven, local.
Okay, our Pickens segment is sponsored by the Patsy Carver team at REMAX Realty in Jasper. And so for Pickens, we also talked to the track team, Coach Mac Loudermilk. They set a record by taking 21 athletes to the state tournament this season. And so you want to congratulate all those athletes. And so we talked to a few of them on Friday.
My name is Kaylee Hopper. I'm a junior at high school and I do discus for track. Hi, my name is Callaway Young. I'm in 9th grade and I did the 4x4.
I'm Elsa Steinhardt. I'm a senior and I did the 4x4.
I'm Michaela Leva. I'm a junior and I did 300 girls in the 4x4.
I'm McCourt Berge. I'm a senior. I did the 4x1, 4x2, and 4x4.
I'm Noah Dickinson. I'm a senior in high school and I did discus.
All right, so here the Pickens track team just introduced themselves. They just got back from the state track meet last night, and so y'all had some good success this year. So let's talk to the girls first, okay? I know that this was like a really big year for y'all. You know, how do you feel like overall that you did in the state meet?
I mean, I think we did pretty well. The 4x8, they're not very big, but they placed 5th.
I placed 7th at the state meet.
And we broke the 4x4 record, so that was good.
Congratulations.
The 4x4 record was set all the way back in 2016 and we broke it with a 4:15.
Well, that is great. I mean, that's just something that you don't see every day. And all right, so talking about placing, the top 8 places in state get recognized, correct? All right, so let's talk about, tell me exactly what you placed in your event.
I placed 7th.
Okay.
Oh, we got 13 in the 4x4.
I placed 11th in the 300 hurdles.
Okay, but it's new state, new school records, so that's really good. Okay, guys, how about y'all? What events did you do and how did you end up?
Did the 4x1, 4x2, 4x4, the 4x1. We did not, I mean, we broke the school record, or not the school record, we PR'd for this year, and then we did not, we got last place at the meet. And then the 4x2, we also got last place at the meet, but yeah, it wasn't our best run. And then the 4x4, we broke our school record that we had set already this year with a 3:28.
Good.
I placed 12th in discus.
So, you know, the thing about it is just getting to that state track meet and getting to participate is really good. And, you know, the competition really ramps up a lot, but y'all have done a lot of, you know, school records, personal best records, and so to me that's a very successful season. How about the new track facility at Georgia? How was that yesterday?
I thought it was nice. It was very, very cool.
Was it better than what y'all expected?
Yeah, it was great. It was 9 lanes and it was probably one of the best tracks I've ever ran on.
Yeah, it was really cool. After we got done warming up, they would take us around and took us to their indoor that's under the bleachers, and it was really nice in there.
Really cool environment to be in.
Good. Well, see, it's an honor just to be able to qualify and make it there. So, quite an accomplishment. So, you know, how many people? I mean, I know most of you are, but how many people are multi-sport athletes here? Almost everybody. Okay. You know, one question that I always have with track. Do you do track as your primary sport, or is this something that you do to help your other sports?
This is something I do for my other sports. To help other sports as well.
Yeah, to help my other sport.
It's my primary sport.
Good.
And help with other sports.
It's just my primary.
Okay, good. So a good mix here. So, I mean, you know, I talked to somebody else about this. To me, a track meet seems very chaotic. So, but you're kind of in the middle of the controlled chaos. How does that feel down there when everything's going on? Do you feel like it's chaos, or do you feel like everything is just running like it should?
I think that in the moment you're just kind of there to compete and it doesn't feel like that chaotic. But I guess it just depends on how many teams are there and how many
I mean, it's not really like a team sport that, you know, everything is set down. I mean, you really have to, you know, kind of pay attention and know what's going on, and a lot more people, I guess, to work with and work around. So let's talk about, do you feel like that this has, since most of you are doing this, you know, to help your other sports, do you feel like that it has benefited you with your other sports?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, I agree as well. I'd say,
Yeah, I definitely say.
Okay, I mean, you know, sports kind of intertwine a lot of times, so that's really good. All right, now, obviously, y'all are great athletes. Do you feel like that this is going to, the track experience will help you in what you're going to do in the future?
Oh yeah, 100%. Like getting to go play at Georgia is like one of like the best things ever, and like getting to be in that experience is gonna help other experiences along the way.
Yeah, I agree with what you said.
Yeah, I would definitely say so, because like what I'm going to do at Mercer is I'm just going to run all the time there too, so it's definitely going to help, and making, or running track here will make that a lot easier, because track is pretty hard, I'd say.
Yeah.
I definitely think like being at UGA, you got a good exposure to that kind of pressure, and just knowing how to be able to deal with it.
That's good. So this question is going to be kind of like, so we've talked about how track is kind of benefiting your other sports, but what has track meant to you and the success that you've had? I mean, what does that mean to you, that knowing that, except for two of you, this is not your primary sport, but you've had great success? What does that mean to you?
I feel like it just means that if like you want to compete in multiple sports, like you can, and you can achieve a lot of things in what you do.
Yeah, I agree. Like having another sport is like that's not as serious makes me like target things that I can do better at my other sports.
I also enjoy the environment of just the whole track team and how everyone uplifts each other. It just feels nice to be able to have both guys and girls uplifting and like supporting each other throughout the season, and by personal bests and PRs and school records.
It's one of the few sports that boys and girls kind of, you know, do together. I mean, we've got girls teams, boys teams, but you really actually do this together. So it's kind of a unique experience. And so, I mean, you probably feed off each other, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah, so, yeah, I would think so. All right, let's talk a little bit about the, you know, here you've gotten new facilities, a new track. You know, do you feel like that Pickens has invested a lot into track? Do you feel like from the time y'all started until where you are now, do you feel like that the things have improved?
Oh yeah, 100%. Like my freshman year, we were redoing the facility and like the new field, and like we had to go throw it at junior high, and now we have our own pit. It's so nice to have our own space. Finally.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I mean, we got a new track, and that definitely helped with like all the injuries that runners are getting on their shins. And we have a new sand pit for triple and long jump now, and that means that we can actually practice and be able to like just get better in that event.
Yeah, I'd say running on the new track was really nice, and we got new hurdles too. And, I mean, everything was a lot better this year with the track facilities.
I think with like all the new facilities we've got, being able to actually host our own meets, that's been a ton of fun.
That's great. So, you know, I always say I feel like this is one of the best facilities school-wide of anywhere around. Do you feel like, now that they've got everything upgraded, do you feel like that you have one of the top facilities in the state?
Yes, for sure.
Does it make you proud?
Yes.
It's always fun to go and see other places and see how good we have it here, right? Yeah. So, all right, well, hey, I just wanted to spotlight y'all today with all your success and your hard work, and just, you know, recognizing you for getting to go to the state track meet and your accomplishments. And so I want to thank you for joining us for the High School Highlight Show, and want to wish you good luck in the fall and everything that you do.
Thank you. Thank you.
Community Bank of Pickens County is a proud sponsor of High School Highlights on ETC. For the past 25 years, we've been honored to serve the residents of Pickens County and surrounding communities. Because we're locally owned, we're not just a part of your community. We are your community. Local banking with local people. It's what we do. Community Bank of Pickens County. Member FDIC.
Nicole McArthur Law Firm in Jasper. Your hometown lawyer specializing in criminal defense, DUI, accident, and injury. Need a lawyer? Call Nicole McArthur.
ETC is connected to our community. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events. Connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources. And connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections and fast, reliable internet. Visit etcnow.com today.
With this being the last week of school and graduation coming up for all our schools in the area, we wanted to spotlight the valedictorians and the star students from each school. Okay, we're here at Fannin County High School today, and we are pleased to bring you the valedictorian as well as a star student. So, Ms. Ruth, would you like to just talk to us just a minute about this?
Yes, ma'am. I'm Miranda Ruth. I am the star teacher chosen by Maddie Schumann, who is the star student. And of course, I am blessed and grateful to have been chosen. Maddie and I have been together for a long time. I met Maddie in 3rd grade when she entered my gifted class. So she has always been a top-notch student, a hard worker, dedicated, beautiful smile. She lights the room up no matter what. And she's just a breath of fresh air when she enters the room. She makes others around her better. Not only did I get to teach her through elementary school, I then moved to the high school and she ran cross country for me and track for me. So I got to see her classroom work, obviously, and then I got to see her work in the athletics part. She was a huge part of our cross country season this year, where we finished 3rd in the state and region winners. She brought the team together like a family. This has been one of the best cross-country seasons I've had the opportunity of coaching, and a lot of that goes to leadership like Maddie's. So I'm grateful and thankful, and couldn't ask probably the best recognition I've gotten in my 26 plus years teaching. So I'm grateful.
We hate to see these kind of kids go, don't we?
Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right, Maddie, let's talk a little bit about you, okay? This is all about you today. So, it's not always that you get a valedictorian as well as star student. So this is really a big accomplishment. Was this something that you set as a goal as a freshman?
I did not have the goal of star student as a freshman. I actually had no idea I was gonna get it, so I was very grateful to be able to achieve that. For valedictorian, yes and no. I always wanted to do my best, but I knew that if there was someone out there who did better than me, that was how it was gonna be. And I was okay with that. I remember freshman year when they put in our PE class, I was 2nd for like half a semester, and that was pretty funny. That PE brought me down, but
PE teachers don't like
I
to
was
say
not
that.
Maddie's PE teacher.
No, but yeah, it's been amazing. So.
Well, good. So obviously you're a competitor because cross-country track and all that, but once you kind of got going with this, and like you say, your PE grade was you weren't number 1 right there, did it become a competitive thing for you throughout your high school career?
I think I'm a lot less focused on my grades than my peers. I want to get the best grades I can, but I haven't let my grades define me, I guess. if I got a bad grade, I was like, you know, oh well, I hopefully will do better again. But I wouldn't say I was really like competitive about being valedictorian.
So, you know, we've mentioned cross country and track. So what other extracurricular activities have you been involved in throughout your high school career?
Yes, I did Key Club, which is a student-led volunteer organization. I did it from our local Kiwanis club because I had a lot of homeschool friends when I was a freshman. And they got me involved. And my sophomore year, I was actually president of our homeschool Key Club, even though I'm public school, they still let me join. So I served a lot in the community, with the Kiwanis, different community events. We did something here called Community Thanksgiving, where we went and helped prepare a Thanksgiving meal for the community. And one of my favorite projects was called Women Together, period, where we packaged feminine hygiene products to disperse to the communities in North Georgia. It's a nonprofit organization started by a girl in Ellijay. That was really special. As well, my other volunteering, I volunteer a lot at my church in the children's ministry, as well as on my youth worship team. Next week is our last day of, last Wednesday of youth group, and that's like, it's really hitting. But I get to sing one more time with them, so I'm really excited. And then, as well as I did track freshman year, and then cross country was senior year. I played tennis sophomore through senior year. And I am in band. That is probably one of my biggest things I did, biggest time commitment, all the way through from 6th grade till now. I'm really glad I stuck it out. It's been a lot. It's been good, but there have been a lot of changes and lots of hard times, but that has been really special.
Good. I'm sure you did Beta Club, National Honor Society, and those kind of things too as well. That usually kind of goes hand in hand there. So obviously you're very well-rounded. And is there somebody that maybe inspired you to be this really high achiever and to achieve all of these things that you've done throughout your career?
Well, I would say my parents have been amazing examples to me, because they are both very high achievers, and they have pushed me, but they've also let me have the space to just do my best without being like overbearing on mine and my brother's grades. I think both me and my brother have excelled, and it's been very special to see that, especially for him. But I think my faith has played the biggest part in my motivation and drive toward all of these accomplishments and being so well-rounded. I have, I get all my inspiration from Jesus, and he is my rock, and I'm so grateful for him.
Well, that's a very good foundation to have. So for the people that don't know about this, but what kind of scholarship opportunities did this open up for you?
It did open up quite a few. There are local scholarships that were given to me, one by Tri-State UMC, and then I think for Star Student, I got a scholarship from Kiwanis Club. And then there are also college-specific, like valedictorian, salutatorian scholarships. Some of them are more need-based, and some of them are more merit-based. But there have been a lot that are opened up from being top one or two.
Exactly. So, you know, having that good foundation as far as your, you know, financial scholarships, you know, taking care of, what do you want to do? I'm sure you've already been accepted, and so what college do you want to do? What major and what career are you looking at?
So I'm going to Georgia Tech. I'm really excited. So far I'm majoring in biology. I may change my major. I know what I want to do is to serve others in whatever capacity. I'm thinking pre-health, but I am very called to Christian missions, so I know I want to go on that if that's God's plan. Otherwise, I really don't know what I want to do right now, but it is okay because I know that God has a set path for me, and I can just enjoy living every day.
Absolutely. So you've got a great foundation. There's going to be great things come from you, and you know, we're going to be excited to follow you and what you do. And you know, you probably be taking care of us in some kind of capacity, you know, years from now. So you know, I know with all you've done, the time commitment and just your attitude is going to, you know, give you great success. And we appreciate you joining us, and just so proud that we could spotlight you with all your achievements.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms.
Thank
Ruth.
you. Yes, ma'am.
Congratulations, too.
Thank you so much.
The boys 4x8 was state runner.
Okay, we're here today at North Georgia Christian Academy. We've got our valedictorian and star student. So I'm going to let them introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Addie Jones, and I'm the valedictorian of the class of 2026 at North Georgia Christian Academy.
Hi, I'm Sophia Scott, and I'm the salutatorian of 2026 at North Georgia Christian.
All right, congratulations, ladies. You know, this is a question I like to ask because everybody's a little bit different, but was this something, as when you were coming in as a freshman, was this something that was a goal for you to become top of your class as an incoming freshman?
Honestly, no, not really. I kind of just found out it was achievable probably my junior year, and so I would say since then I've kind of been working towards it, but it's not something I've really thought was possible for very long.
I honestly had kind of the same experience as Addie. I didn't really think it was kind of possible, even though I knew it existed, until it got real for me kind of around like last year or so. But honestly, it was up until then, it was just trying to be as best as I could.
Okay, so since y'all kind of got the realization last year, did you start to become competitive against each other, trying to be number one?
I definitely had some jokes going on with some of the people in my class where we were always saying we were going to beat each other, but I don't think we were ever really felt like we were competing for it. We were all trying our best and would be happy for whoever got it.
I was competitive, but not in the sense that I was like really competing with Addie or anyone else in my class. It was kind of just like trying to do the best that I could do personally, and it turned out well.
Well, good. So have y'all had an inspiration that has kind of motivated you to be a high achiever in your academic career?
I would say my parents and just all of my family really just always encouraged me to do my best no matter what. So I wouldn't say they like overly challenged me academically, although that was part of it. It was really just no matter what I'm doing, do it to glorify God and do it to the best of my ability.
My family too was also a really big inspiration for me. I'm a first generation college student on my mom's side, and she and my dad were always really supportive of me and, you know, willing to help me with whatever they could, and I'm always thankful for that.
And obviously you've got to be self-motivated to achieve this also. So let's talk about extracurriculars. What have you done in addition to studying all the time?
Well, this school has honestly a lot of really great opportunities. I'm really happy that I was able to be in mock trial and, you know, explore my joy for that. But also outside of the school, I was also really involved in 4-H, and I was given so many opportunities through that. And again, I'm always thankful for that.
Yeah, I'm also very grateful for all the opportunities we have here. I've been able to do mock trial all 4 years of high school, which has helped me in so many ways. I'm currently the FFA president. I serve on FCA leadership, and I think we're both in the Beta Club, and we both do dual enrollment, so we have a lot of extracurriculars along with volleyball and basketball.
Very well-rounded. So, and what do you see in your future as far as where you're going to go to college, and what do you see as a career?
I plan to go to Faulkner University in Montgomery, Alabama, and major in speech-language pathology to one day be a speech therapist.
I was recently accepted to UNG, University of North Georgia, and I'm going to major in international relations and Chinese as a language. I'm really excited to see what that degree can set out for me.
That'll be some very big opportunities, I'm sure. That's great. All right, let's talk about, did this open up scholarship opportunities for you? I mean, do you feel like that this is giving you kind of an advantage when it comes to a little financial head start over other people?
I think both of us working really hard paid off in a way. I'm certainly thankful for all the scholarship opportunities that I was given.
Yeah, we had a lot of scholarship opportunities here, and I am very grateful for all of those organizations who decided to give us those scholarships. We really, really appreciate it. I don't think it really gave us an advantage. I think all of our class is really well-rounded and really loves the Lord and had a great chance to get scholarships, and all of us got some, and we're all just so grateful to everybody who gave those.
I tell you what, you know, both of you have been on the show, and you know, when we've had you on, you've been very impressive, and so getting to kind of do this final interview with you as seniors, and then kind of going to watch you in your future, but we just really are impressed with what you've done, and we really appreciate all the effort that you've put in and sharing your accomplishments with us. So good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right, I'm at Pickens High School today with the valedictorian, Ellison Steinhauer, and the star student, Devin Shoemake. So thank y'all for joining us today. This week, I just wanted to spotlight our high-achieving academic students. And so I want to start, Ellison, I'll start with you. Is this, being valedictorian, is that something that you set as a goal as you came in as a freshman?
I wouldn't say it was necessarily a goal. I think I just always wanted good grades, and then it just kind of kept staying up, so it just kind of happened.
All right, Devin, how about you?
I'd say the same thing because, like, I feel like me and Ellison, we always want to get good grades. Like, we're always, like, you know, checking each other's, like, papers before we turn them in, and, like, we're always studying for a test. And, like, yeah, it just kind of happened upon me, like, you know, like, during freshman year, I knew that I wanted to, like, keep my grades up, but, like, you know, here we are, so, you know.
So once you got going and you saw that you were really kind of top of the class and you really had good grades, did it become competitive for you at some point?
I wouldn't say it was that competitive. I feel like everybody that's in the top 10, we all just want good grades, but I don't think anybody was ever like, oh, I really, really want this spot. So I think that we were all just kind of like trying to get the best grades without like trying to actually be the number 1 or number 2. So.
Yeah, and I think at the end of junior year, I think our spots kind of like solidified unless something crazy changed. And I think after that, we were just like, okay, this is how it is. This is who's going to be talking at graduation. This is like, you know, how we're going to like be laid out. And I think everyone was fine with that and like we're happy with their spots. But I've never once felt like, oh, I'm coming for your spot, or like, oh, I'm going to take you down, or nothing like that. So.
Well, you know, okay, so that's really a good description of kind of how things fell out. But all right, so valedictorian obviously is the number 1 GPA in the class. All right, Devin, on the star student, that is the top SAT score in one sitting, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so, you know, kind of 2 different things, but both of them very high achieving. So, and talking about high achieving, is there anybody that kind of inspired you to be that high achieving person in your academics?
I would just say Jesus, just giving me the ability to be able to work hard and give him all the glory for everything that I can do.
And honestly, I don't really have like one major inspiration. I guess just like seeing like a lot of my family, like they don't really care that much about school. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna change like, you know, the story, and I'm gonna be the one to care about school and, you know, go to college and actually do these great things. So I kind of inspired myself in a way, but there's not one figure that I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to be them, you know, so.
Being self-motivated is going to take you a long way.
Yes.
So let's talk a little bit about extracurriculars. So what did you do as far as extracurriculars during your high school career?
Well, I played basketball all 4 years, and then I've been playing track for the last 2 years. So, and then I've been involved in beta and some of Young Life.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I've done varsity tennis for the past 4 years. I've done a beta club, academic team, Alfa, Theta, FBLA before it turned into DECA. I do DECA now, and just a whole bunch of other like miscellaneous stuff, like, you know, with volunteering, and I also work too. So.
Well, we're going to say that you are very well-rounded in what you've done. So Ellison, I know that I have come in before ball games, you know, and gotten here early, and I've seen you along with a lot of your teammates down there studying before your ball games. I know, and then Devin with tennis, I know you have to do a lot of traveling with those sports, and you know, and it takes away study time. But being self-motivated, both of you, you know, obviously are. You know, did you feel like any pressure coming down as far as studying with these extracurriculars?
I feel like there's some pressure, just like making sure that you're both excelling in the school, but also in your sport. But at the end of the day, you just try to do the best that you can do, and that's really all you can do. So.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times, you know, people, you know, we have a lot of student athletes here, but student comes first. And so, and honestly, if you want the good grades, you have to put in the effort, and if you want it bad enough, you have to go out there and get it. So I've had a lot of nights, I'm sure you've had plenty of nights of this, but like on the tennis ride home, I've been studying for a test the next morning. So if you want it bad enough, you have to go out there and actually do it, so.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. It's very impressive that y'all have done as much as you've done and kept your grades up. And I know, Ellison, we had you on the show earlier this season and talking about all the records that you set in basketball. And so, you know, it's really an honor to get to know y'all and really get to spotlight you. So being valedictorian, being a star student, did this open up scholarship opportunities for you?
Yeah, I would say it definitely opens up scholarship opportunities. Just putting it on your application is definitely a big thing. And then obviously being top in your class, it comes with like you've already done a bunch of things to get there. So that just leads to even more people like viewing it and being like, oh, well, this is a good candidate for this scholarship.
Yeah, like when they see, like when we apply for these scholarships, they see Val, Sal, and Star, and they're like, oh my gosh, you know, like they're obviously high achieving and whatnot. And yeah, there's a ton of scholarship opportunities. Like it doesn't necessarily lead directly to more scholarships, but it doesn't hurt, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Looks good on that resume too, doesn't it?
Oh, yes, it does, yes.
Okay, last question here. Let's talk about, number one, where do you plan to go to college? And number two, what do you plan to do in your career?
I'm going to North Georgia, and I'm going to be playing basketball there and majoring in architecture.
And then I'm going to Georgia Tech, and I'm majoring in atmospheric and oceanic science because I want to be a meteorologist, so.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, you two are so impressive, and we just appreciate you taking the time to let us know a little bit more about you. And congratulations on all your achievements. And we are so proud to get to know you and to have you on our show. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Community Bank of Pickens County is a proud sponsor of High School Highlights on ETC. For the past 25 years, we've been honored to serve the residents of Pickens County and surrounding communities. Because we're locally owned, we're not just a part of your community. We are your community. Local banking with local people. It's what we do. Community Bank of Pickens County. Member FDIC.
If you or your business are looking for local advertising opportunities, we have sponsorships available for new programming coming soon on ETC3. Contact us at 706-697-5591.
Like us, you want to choose the best security company. not trusting your home monitoring and family's peace of mind to just anyone. ETC Security is trusted, locally owned and operated here in the North Georgia area. Our cutting-edge security and camera systems give peace of mind wherever you are, at a price we're proud to offer our friends and neighbors. You're ready for a better local security service. Give us a call or visit us online at etcsecurity.com.
Enjoy these highlights from the Gilmer FFA banquet and the Gilmer criminal justice class.
Hi, I'm Miss Ferris. I'm one of the high school agriculture teachers here at Gilmer County.
I'm Gracie Gatanaglu, and I'm a senior here at Gilmer.
So what's really nice about being here and teaching at the high school is Gilmer County is very fortunate enough to have a lot of learning labs or learning facilities. For instance, we just got a brand new greenhouse.
I'm Nate Wisely. I'm a sophomore. I'm in the agriculture class, and this is our greenhouse.
Poultry research facility. The students are able to go and utilize and be able to see pretty much just the process of how to raise and grow chickens, as well as getting to learn the ins and outs of what a chicken house is, as well as overall chicken health. We also do have an orchard over at the agricultural center as well, so students before have been able to go harvest apples, especially in our fall semesters, and we've been able to make some apple butter for the kids to be able to take home for them to use, I guess, for breakfast or whatever they want to use it for. Whenever we're using the orchard to make the apple butter, we are fortunate enough to be able to use the cannery that's located at the Ag Center as well. Behind us as well, we also do have an agricultural mechanics shop, so that's another lab that we're able to use as well. Mr. Bushy does a phenomenal job over lab safety and just the overall safety skills that you need to be able to work in any kind of agricultural mechanics industry or career path. Learning how to transplant the seedling properly and moving it into a bigger container. The students, they get to learn that whenever a plant has its 4 true leaves, that photosynthesis is being able to be put off. So that's whenever the plant has more of an established root system, and that's whenever we're able to use it. So they just get to learn like the overall plant health and plant growth cycles. Any kind of skills are necessary to be in the agricultural pathway. I always like to say, if you don't think ag's for you, it is for you. There is something that is for everyone, whether you kind of realize it or not. Everybody starts out with taking basic ag before they're able to take a pathway class. That's our entry-level course. And once you complete that pathway, you're able to, once you're able to complete the entry-level course, you are able to choose if you want to do agricultural mechanics, poultry science, animal science, or ag mechanics, or an ag leadership pathway. But just coming in with a positive attitude and a mindset that you're ready to learn and grow, because without agriculture, we really wouldn't have the things that we have. So getting to teach kids, especially in basic ag, how much we rely on agriculture in their everyday lives is truly really eye-opening to the students. So I think that's probably one of my favorite parts about teaching basic ag.
Like Ms. Ferris said, in many of her classes, we go to the greenhouse. So when I've previously taken those classes, we're out in the greenhouse watering, planting, and getting ready for the plant sale. And I've also been able to go over to the orchard, like she mentioned, and I was part of the class that got to make the apple butter. And so that was really a great experience with hands-on. We got to go through the whole process of that. And for those of us that had never gone through the whole process of canning, that was really a fun hands-on experience for us to do. Probably the fact that there's literally something for everyone to do, whether it's public speaking or working with plants, working in the ag shop. You can find a spot for you and something that you enjoy doing, so you're able to figure out what you're good at, what you enjoy doing, and what you might want to do in your future as well. Yes, I've actually already completed 2 ag pathways, so these have been really great for me throughout high school. I've gotten to take multiple different classes and complete 2 different pathways in this.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and join me in welcoming our 2025-2026 Gilmer County High FFA Officer Team. Your Vice President, Gracie Gatanaglu. The Signal, Savannah Simmons. Your Treasurer, Lowrie Prosser. The Student Advisor, John Oliver. The Reporter, Christopher Geddes. The Secretary, Phoenix Addie. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2025-2026 Gilmer County FFA President, Madeline David.
Each year, a Green Hand is selected to receive the Star Green Hand Award. This award is presented to the first year member who is most active in the chapter, has demonstrated leadership, and has a strong supervised agriculture experience project. And this year's Star Green Hand goes to C.C. Miller.
I proudly present this year's Billy Burnett Award to Will Elliott Dean. Dairy production entrepreneurship. First in area, state winner, Ada Smith. Area finalist, Grayson Pritchett. FFA, second in area, sixth in state, Gracie Katonaplu, Gia Lipsy, and Olivia Whitley. Agricultural electrification, Gilmer High, FFA, third in area, Max Jones. Agricultural mechanics, Gilmer High, FFA, fifth in area, Nathan Grice, Gabriel Hayes, and Wyatt Novich.
Here at Parish Lowrie State Farm, we're about community, and we're happy to support high school highlights and all the amazing things our kids and our communities are doing these days.
Call State Farm Agent Parish Lowrie and Jasper today.
Community Bank of Pickens County is a proud sponsor of high school highlights on ETC. For the past 25 years, we've been honored to serve the residents of Pickens County and surrounding communities. Because we're locally owned, we're not just a part of your community. We are your community. Local banking with local people. It's what we do. Community Bank of Pickens County. Member FDIC.
Salon 84 would like to congratulate all the students doing great things. Go by and see Amy and her staff at Salon 84, West Church Street, Jasper.
Salon 84, Hair and Color Studio in Jasper.
Still driving on this? If you don't like the road you're on, let us pave you a new one. At Ben Hopkins Paving, we don't just fix asphalt. We build smooth, solid surfaces made to last. From driveways to parking lots, big jobs, small jobs, one standard done right. Locally owned, fully insured. No shortcuts, no excuses. If you don't like the road you're on, let us pave you a new one. Visit benhopkinspaving.com for your free estimate today.
Okay, even though it's the last week of school, we still have teams going into the state tournament. First, I want to recognize Lillian Cook from Gilmer High School, who placed second in AAA in the discus, and she set a new school record also. But our teams that are still playing, want to congratulate them for going this far. But Gilmer boys are playing in the state golf tournament this week. I believe they were playing, started today. We've got the Copper Basin Lady Cougars playing in the Elite Eight in softball. They're going to be playing in Murfreesboro tomorrow. And then we have the Pickens baseball. Pickens Dragons, they're traveling to Columbus on Saturday to play for the state championship. And so we want to wish all of these teams good luck. Pickens baseball, this is the first time in school history a boys team has ever played for a state championship. So kind of special here. You know, we really hope they get over that hump and get that state championship for the boys teams there at Pickens. So we have some highlights from our first season. It's been a great first season. So just to look back on our season that we have had. All right, thanks for joining us tonight. Before I start, I want to thank all the guys here at ETC. They have worked so hard to get this show up and running, and just my appreciation to them for all that they've done. And I also want to thank our sponsors who are believing in our youth, because this is all about the youth in our communities. So welcome to everyone that's joining us tonight. We're excited to be able to have this show to spotlight all the good things that our youth are doing in our communities.
What made our team really successful was our work, like in the off season. Like most of us played travel, so that really attributed to like our skills and us just being like close friends in general. It just brought us together, and it brought a lot of chemistry into the team.
A lot of people actually did not expect us to get to the Elite Eight. They thought because we lost 4 seniors that last season that we weren't going to get further, and we wanted to prove them wrong. We wanted to get there.
Well, I've only been playing for 7 years, which seems like a long time, but it goes by really fast. But band truly means so much to me. It's something I do every single day. It's probably one of the most core values I've gotten. It's just an amazing experience.
Yeah, I've been in band for about 7 years. I started drum set when I was about in 5th grade, and around COVID, that time it hit. But my mother always wanted me to be involved in music somehow or another, because it always ran in our family, and she wanted to share that gift with me, and she was the one that inspired me to kind of get on that. So.
Yeah, I would like to say, like, I'm very dedicated to that sport, so I feel like mentally, like, it really pushes me to do better things outside and off the net.
Well, I'd say doing so well at the sport, it really just gives me a confidence boost in everything I do, and because it pushes you so much mentally, it allows you to take that and put it into other things like school. You can really put effort into that, and just, yeah.
I mean, you just gotta like show up to practice every day, like your mindset right, put 110% effort to not only satisfy your teammates but also satisfy yourself. And just gotta put towards the effort.
I'm hoping I can finish out getting pitcher of our region for the next 2 years, so I can finish out with all 4 years. But just being there for my teammates is my biggest thing. Helping, like supporting everybody, is my biggest goal overall.
It's not just North Georgia, and it's not just Georgia. It's nationwide.
and their main focus is on leadership and getting you ready for that workforce after high school. So for the kids who want to go to college, they have college pathways that you can do. For the kids who want to go to trade school, they have trade school pathways. And politicians, they have politician pathways, such as being a chapel officer, a state officer, even a national officer. They have all kinds of pathways.
Well, for practice, we normally drive down to the Cherokee Aquatic Center twice a week for like 2 hours of swimming. And then meets, it just depends on the school. Normally it's Calhoun or Daresville. So.
Okay, good. All right, let's talk about time commitment. Both of you are doing different events, so let's talk about your personal time commitment that you put into swimming.
I don't go further than practicing. It's about 4 hours a week of swimming.
Okay, good. All right.
I do the 4 hours of practice for swimming, and then I also go to the gym 4 days a week for weightlifting, so that helps with my times.
I don't really know much about those runs, so I'm not really sure about this, but it would be cool to get in other 5Ks and stuff like that. That'd be really cool.
I do. I really want to run a marathon one day. I don't know when. I know it's going to take a lot of patience and commitment to keep running, but I do want to be a marathon runner and run one or however many. So.
Is this something that you see that you might want to do after you get out of school?
Yes, I'm sure I'll never get away from dance. I'll either be teaching it or dancing collegiately. I'll just keep with it forever.
Good.
Honestly, I have the same answer. I mean, I've just really grown up through this and just found me, and so yeah, I've just kind of found peace at what I've been doing, so yeah.
Prom really is just like it's kind of like a game day, like cheer type thing. It's not necessarily cheer, but it's like you obviously have proms, and then like you can either do like a school represented dance, like we've done that in the past, and then this year we actually did like a theme for our dance, so it's like a rock and roll type thing. It's really fun, actually. It's definitely different from what we've done the past 3 years, but I think it's fun.
As long as it's fun, that's what counts.
Yeah.
That's right. Are you going to give us a little hip-hop version here?
Oh yes, I love hip-hop so much. Hip-hop is more funky and laid back, you know. You get down low more, you have more fun moves, and you have more fun tricks, and some of our dances we can do backflips, not on our own because that's not allowed, but we'll have 3 people, they'll do backflips, and it's all just really fun. And usually we do those at the pep rally more or at basketball games because the audience tends to love them a lot more because they're just a lot more energetic and fun.
My teammates, they mean everything to me. I mean, I love them like they were my own sisters. Like, especially this group, they're my best friends in and out of softball. We hang out all the time. We go eat, do everything. Even before games, we'll, like the varsity players that don't have to stay for JV, they go and we all eat together, have that time together as a team. And I just feel like my teammates are like my best friends. They're kind of like a second family to me.
Just a little bit, you both talk about how much club you play. Talk a little bit about your time management and time commitment.
Time commitment is definitely a big thing. Club takes up majority of my year, and then school is about 3 months out of the year. So the off season is like 1 month and a half maybe.
Yeah.
Practice like 3 to 4 times a week on top of your schoolwork and strength training, and then same thing for school. So.
Yeah, like Sophia said, I mean, you never really have an off season. You're kind of always on the grind. And, you know, some clubs can be different about, you know, how much you have to be in the gym and everything. And so it's really different for everybody, but time management is definitely a huge thing. You just have to kind of go with it and, you know, kind of hope you make it through sometimes.
I like cheer because, I mean, I've done it my whole life, and it's just like a good getaway from everything, and it's so positive, and it just keeps me going.
I would have to agree. Just like the friendships that you build, and it's more of like, I don't know, just like a bond that we all have. It's like almost like a hangout because it's so fun, and yeah.
I feel like my role is
little bit of the glue guy almost, you know, go get the rebound, hit the extra pass, you know, be there when I need to, you know, whether our point guard McCord's driving or not, or just, you know, be right at the rim, be ready for it, push and transition, and, you know, just communicate and be a leader out there.
I'd say offense or defense, I could be anywhere at any time, but my main mindset, you know, I'm going to go get that rebound, you know. I'm going to stop on my defense and score when I can.
So the main thing is your hood, so it protects your eyes from the ultraviolet light that comes off of the weld, and then obviously your gloves and then your jackets to keep the sparks and stuff off of you. Pretty much just anything to protect you from burns, cuts, just all protective gear in that matter.
I think you forgot one of the most important ones, safety glasses.
There you go, yeah. Well, so do you own your equipment, or is that something school furnishes? Do you buy any of your?
I have a couple personal hoods and gloves and stuff, but it's all provided if you need it or anything. But I like to keep my own stuff just because I have it set up different than everybody. Everybody's got their own way of doing things. So if you just buy your own, and it doesn't ever change and makes the whole day go quicker, get more done.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do with the board, we're gonna get all the companies. So we're gonna go to Jasper, and we're gonna go talk to a bunch of companies, and we're basically gonna go ask, would you like to make a $250 donation to Pickens Junior High's ag class? And so what we're gonna do, once they say yes, if they say yes, we are gonna first take all the papers down. Then we're gonna get our building team to make all the measurements and all that.
Okay, show us what the building team has done so far.
Our building team has already started this board. This is a raw board that they have already started. And then once they get done building, we're gonna get our paint crew to start painting the actual board and start painting our logos.
I just love that. So tell us some events that they do.
We have, and during the summer, we get to go to a leadership conference. It's all the way in Indiana with a bunch of states and countries all over the world get to come, and we meet up and just have a huge conference. And it's, how many days? Like three days for the weekend?
3 days.
Yeah, it's really fun. Meeting all the different people from around the world.
Yeah. Let's talk about what your role is and what you did.
My role was the lead attorney for both the defense and prosecution, as Landon said, and I do believe that the defense was a lot easier than the prosecution.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
As the lead attorney, I had to do both opening and closing statements for both sides, and I got to sit in the center chair, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I feel like it was a really cool career. Got to play against a lot of good players. First years we got to go against Wesleyan, where they had a lot of good players, so that was fun. And then just got to accomplish a lot of things individually, but also as a team, and it's been a really good high school run, so very thankful for all the opportunities.
Well, I would say we are probably leaving a legacy of determination. We are all very strong thinkers, and we are always looking forward to the future.
So far this year, I have been involved in every play. In past years, what we've done is we've had a different section between like classroom productions and musical and everything, and usually people would choose to do either or unless they came after school for musical. But something that Miss Young's implemented this year that I've really enjoyed is that even if you are in musical, you are able to do the drama classes as well. And I think it's a wonderful addition because it gives actors more opportunity to flourish in places they're more comfortable with.
I'll tell you what, if we can get a close-up right here of the plate, I'm going to tell you, we would definitely, that looks like a bakery there. So thank y'all so much. And the bird's nest, he did that while we were at break. And I mean, this is just incredible, the creativity that y'all brought to us tonight. So thank you so much for teaching us a lot. I learned a lot tonight. I hope everybody else did too.
Well, it's a lot easier playing for 4 years. We have a lot of the same guys night in and night out, so I've got to know a lot of them by name. I know a lot of them by name. that'd be nice. Keep them safe. Don't let the ball hit them. They'll tend to respect you a little bit more if that happens.
And that's good. And you always turn around and check on them if they do get hit.
Every now, yeah, you got to.
Yeah.
I personally think it has given me a lot of leadership skills, just because like starting running as a freshman and looking up to the seniors and them being so good at running already and giving me tips, and then me growing into it and then getting to do the same with freshmen and give them tips and everything. I think it's given me a lot of leadership. I think the coaches have even talked about it, about how since I've been running for a while now, I'm able to do the same and give people tips and everything. So I do think it really has given me a lot of leadership skills.
So I actually have multiple, mainly my parents. And once I started getting involved with the internship, I got a lot of great mentors, paramedics, firefighters. All of them teach me a lot every day. Everybody I work with up there has got me through a lot of different testing and other stuff like that, and I just thank them all for that.
Yeah. So last year was my first year at the school, and like Mr. Sullivan said, they always did it in the lunchroom. So just seeing the participation from other students and leaders coming in to talk about God to us just really inspired me. So this year when we started up doing it during our break period, they had asked me to step up and help lead one week, and it was just really like a great opportunity to like step up and be the leader that I feel called to be.
For doubles, especially for me, if my mental game wasn't strong, I would not win nearly as many of the matches that I do. And also my partner is probably the biggest help that I could have in order to be able to keep myself calm and under control. And sometimes if he's getting upset, I can do the same for him, but it's really teamwork that is able to let us be able to win our matches and keep ourselves mentally strong.
So, do you get frustrated playing golf?
Yes, and as the kind of the captain role of the team, I do have to watch myself, because you don't need younger kids on the team watching the oldest guy on the team kind of lose his head on the golf course. But yes, I do have a tendency to get in my head, and they say the most important 6 inches in the game is in between your ears.
That's right.
But it's a huge mental game. But yes, I definitely do get frustrated. Yeah.
You see. That's a lot of artwork there, along with a story. So this was submitted. Okay, now from what I understand, you did this through your social studies class, correct? All right. Now, let's talk about, was this an assignment or was this just an opportunity that was given to you?
It was just an opportunity that was given to us.
Yeah, our social studies teacher, what he gave us is, and he was like, if you want to join it. Just let me know, and I was like, yeah.
Yeah, no, to go off that, coming up here, I wasn't really in that group with them. I slowly made my way into it, and I got to know these guys really well. Grow up with them through middle school when I moved here, and just make history with them through high school. And it was really fun. Definitely gonna be a second family forever, and I'm really glad I got to experience with them.
Well, we have a property crew for leadership. So part of our leadership team is composed of like a property manager and property crew, and people get assigned certain props, or people, if they don't have a prop, you're really just told like help move pit, which is all the percussion instruments. And that's like the fastest way we can do it, but we kind of can't really run onto the field, so we have to push a ton of stuff like as fast as we can, and it's very difficult sometimes.
So talk about exactly what went into the process of building these corn hope boards.
So to start off with, we had Dobson bring in our 2x4s in, and we had to cut them down to length to fit the sides of the plywood with the length, and then you had to subtract what the 2x4s on each side would do to cut the middle. Then you had to drill them all together, make the frame, make it square, have it all even so the top would go on right. Then you had to drill the middle out, make sure it was perfect, because if not, it's not regulated. Then you had to make sure it was tacked on good on top with a nail gun, and that was fun in itself to make sure that it was on right.
So I want to major in nursing, which get my RNs, but I also want to minor in Spanish, just to help learn different language, become bilingual, meet everybody, because I want to be a travel nurse. So I'm going to need a different language just to speak.
All right, so you'll get a lot of opportunities to see a lot of the country and
Yes,
everything,
ma'am.
so that's
I
great.
want to help people just with limited access to health care. That's always been my dream. But I also get to meet everybody, and I love to talk, so that was my favorite thing.
Well, I've played baseball my whole life pretty much, and it's just been a part of my life. So going from one sport to another and having baseball as my main sport after football, it's just something that I've always had and did. And so, I mean, I don't even think twice about it. It's just fun and nature for me. It's my nature of ball.
Yeah.
I just want to leave behind, I'm a junior, but to always put God first and just stay positive and always have a good outlook on everything.
I want to leave behind the will to work hard and to push as far as you can go always.
Yeah, I definitely think if you always have a positive attitude and you work as hard as you can, I think you can get anywhere you want to go.
I mean, I agree with pretty much everything they said. And going off Albany and saying, always put God first and knowing that, yes, we spend a lot of time on the field or on the court and playing our sport, but we're so much more than just our sport.
I'm also going to go off what Avi and Albany said and always put God first, but also to just, never doubt yourself because the girls weren't going to, it was viewed for us not to go as far as we did, so it's just important to never doubt yourself.
I just want to add on to what they said, and I think it's important to not only think of sports as competitive, but also to build the bond with your teammates and stuff.
Yeah, I want to be kind to all the team and work hard as I can.
Now let's talk about your swing a little bit. All right, so you got a pitching wedge there?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, show us a couple of little different angles that you use a pitching wedge. And maybe with your spin, how do you angle it to get your spin that you want and that kind of thing?
Just get spin, I usually kind of open it up a little and aim a little left because if you open it up, it's obviously going to go higher and spin a lot better. And if I want it to roll out and run a lot, I close it and aim right so that way it'll hit real low and roll out. So.
All right. Show us what a swing looks like.
Well, usually I just open it up, take it back here, drop it down into the slot, and then fire it through real hard and roll over and get it hooking back in.
I've thought about doing a couple different things with animal husbandry and stuff like that. Just working with animal reproduction to create animals that are more genetically suitable for their environment and higher cell value. But that's mainly what I've focused on with what I might do with my career.
Thank you for joining us for this season of the High School Highlight Show. And I want to thank everybody that participated on the show. And I also want to thank all the guys here that work so hard to bring the show to you every week. And we appreciate our sponsors also helping us to get this on the air. But it has been a great first season. Really have enjoyed meeting these kids and all that they've done. And thank you for joining us. I'm Donna Ennis. Have a great summer.